So somehow, after 12 years of unbeaten dominance, and then I mean sheer dominance, India finally lost their home test series. And that too against a New Zealand team that was struggling, coming in off a 2-0 clean sweep at the hands of Sri Lanka and captaincy change. This team did not even have Kane Williamson available, and here's how it happened. Now, obviously, not a great game for India. Rohit Sharma, not a great start from Gambhir either. But let's take some time to appreciate the New Zealand team. First off, Santner, and Santner is a great white ball player. However, he's never managed to click in red ball. He had a good innings of 33 in the first innings, but it was his bowling where he truly turned the whole game on his head. First innings, he conceded 53 runs for 7 wickets, and second innings was another 5-wicket haul where he got 6 for 104. These were only second and third ever 5-wicket hauls across all first-class formats. He had never even registered a 4-wicket haul in Tests until now. And alongside all that, he got the amazing one-handed run-out of Rishabh Pant. Following him, he had Rachin Ravindra. He was amazing in the first game, and he looked like the most comfortable player in his spin. That continued here, and he scored an amazing 65, 105 in the first innings. It was very fluent. He looked like he'd never get out until a wonder ball by Sundar, but nevertheless, great stuff. Him and Conway. Conway took on Ashwin like I've never seen any left-hander do in a long time, especially at home. 76 in his first innings was amazing. Second innings, he was unlucky. He didn't review the underage he got. Would have been not out, but great innings for him too. Now next up, let's talk about Tom Latham. It's his first ever series as permanent test captain for the Black Caps, and his captaincy was impressive throughout. He set attacking fields and never let any Indian partnership get going, and his 86 in the second innings really allowed them to build a good score that India would struggle chasing. Now obviously the New Zealand Pacers were amazing last match. They didn't have much to do this time around. Henry obviously injured, but I think they deserve a shout out for their efforts in winning the series. Some of the other batsmen, Mitchell didn't really come to party, but Blundell was there, finally getting some runs in the second innings of the game. Same with Glenn Phillips. And Will Young, I think, has been a quiet star. He has consistently gotten starts. Sad that he hasn't been able to convert it, but in Williamson's absence, he has prevented all forms of collapses in every single match. Now let's move on to the Indians. And first off, we start with Yashasvi Jaiswal. Now Yashu, I mean, he is amazing. It's sad how much of our hopes depend on this guy, but in home conditions and spin conditions, he has been unparalleled. His 77 of 65 in the second innings was amazing. Even got a star in the first one, only guy to hit a 50 for the Indian side this match. And I want to give him a score of 7.5. Don't set the bar too high, he can do more than this even, but it was a great showing by him. Next up, Rohit Sharma, and I'm giving him 0 out of 10. It's unfortunate. I mean, obviously it's just a game. He's still an amazing player, but his captaincy was below par and he let partnerships go on for a long time. Missed a few tough chances and slips, but that's fine. It was his batting which also disappointed. A duck in the first innings, 8 runs in the second one, just got out in ways that I don't think I'd expect him to. The balls weren't unplayable, but per se, just managed to get himself out. Shubman Gill on the other hand, I thought he really grinded well. He didn't find a way to build on any of his starts. He didn't allow collapses from happening and tried to stay his crease, but his problems with his left-arm spin shown. And with Santner on the other end, he got out both games for middling scores. Virat Kohli, again, very disappointing. First innings, I don't know what he tried to do, and then he had the miscommunication with Pant in the second innings. Just overall, a bad patch of form for him and Rohit. Hopefully that gets sorted out before Waragavska. 1 out of 10 for him. Rishabh Pant next up, 2 out of 10 for him. Unfortunate with the second innings to run out, but sometimes in the heat of moment things like that happen. Shouldn't happen test because I mean they had tons of time left. But anyways, first innings got out to a rash shot. Was aggressive but still could have stayed his crease a bit more. And I thought his keeping was really a bit below par this match. Got a few buys in, maybe some tough chances, but if he had taken those, we could have been looking at 40-50 runs less for many opportunities. And then Sarfraz Khan, I thought, really didn't show a lot of application. He's new to the game and I think it really showed, not a lot of maturity, and got out playing on rash shot in the first innings too, just unnecessary. Next up we have Ravindra Jadeja. Now Ravindra Jadeja is a curious case. I'm giving him 5 out of 10, and his batting was really impressive. He showed good fight, he was courageous. After Jaiswal was by far the second highest run scorer, but I was really disappointed with the way he was with ball in hand. There's a lot of pressure that lies on him, naturally because he's a match winner with the ball. Across the last 12 years of dominance, he's had the most final matches by any Indian. But he really didn't show that in this match. Even the wickets he got at the end were partly due to slogging, so just kind of disappointing for him. Washington was the only guy who'd walk away from this match happy, at least as far as his personal game would go. It's surprising that he got recalled straight into 11, but you could see why that happened. In his first innings, he bowled a spell of 20 runs for 7 wickets, which led his first innings, career best figures, and just amazing stuff, honestly. Second innings, he was again the best bowler with 4 for 56. I was surprised he didn't get a chance to complete his 5-wicket haul, but he got all the top order batsmen out. And he finished with figures of 115 for 11, got a great catch, and got a run out. Speaking of which, Jadeja should get an extra point for that tap-in run out. Amazing. He also showed good application of the bat. He is technical and has a bright future for India for sure. I think he could have done a bit more in the second innings. It's greedy, but that's what would have pushed this to 10 out of 10 performance. But it's just unlucky because he didn't deserve to be in the losing end of this game. Ravichander Ashwin, now that's a curious case because he started off really well. He got the first 3 wickets in the game, and you'd think, oh, he'd come back in with the spells of just picking up wickets. But unfortunately, that didn't really happen, and he seemed to kind of drift away. Lengths weren't consistent, and his bowling wasn't that great overall. Even with the bat, there were no scores of substance, so it's kind of disappointing. But he has carried India for a lot of the 12 years, so you could give him a break for that. Akashdeep, 2.5 out of 10 for him. Just not the game for him to be played in. Not a pacer's match at all, especially for a secondary pacer. His 6 was a good hit, I guess, but the few overs he bowled, he leaked runs in, so not much to judge him on anyways. And then just with Bumrah, he created chances in the second inning. I still thought given his skill level, he'd be a bit more effective, but that wasn't to be. He had a few good hits at the end, unfortunately, because Strand had 10 not out. You never know what could have happened on that innings. But yeah, jokes aside, it wasn't a great match to watch. Hopefully this was a better watch than that. Looking forward, we have WTC, one more match to go, and then Border Gavaskar. Hopefully we'll have better results coming forward, but in the meantime, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments below.